Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chidinma and I make college content. Today I'm doing a long-awaited apartment tour. I do live on campus. My school has two campuses, downtown and in Lincoln Park. And I'm living in downtown Chicago, but all my classes are in Lincoln Park because I'm a science and health major, so was that the smartest decision to make? Probably not. I wasn't even supposed to live on campus this year. I was supposed to live off campus, but it fell through and I ended up not living with the girls who I was going to live with, which is completely fine because it probably wouldn't have worked anyways. But now I'm back in campus housing. I will say though, living downtown for my sophomore year has been a really big blessing. When else am I gonna be able to live in a high-rise in the downtown of a major city, again, for this price? I wanted to take this time though to talk a bit about housing at DePaul University. So this housing unit and basically all of the campus apartments at DePaul are reserved for sophomores through seniors. I will also say that this specific apartment that I have is a 2-bedroom, 4-person apartment, which means that hypothetically speaking, we are supposed to have roommates in the rooms with us, like literally living together. And you'll see later on in this video that I have a second bed in my room, but my roommate and I both essentially have singles. She never got placed with a roommate in the beginning of the year. And then I had a roommate up until mid-January and then she moved. So I live in a single right now. But if you are interested in seeing what the different floor plans are like, just go on DePaul's housing website. They have all the floor plans available to see, like a single, a double. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We're gonna get onto the tour. So this is the front door, and the way for me to get in is to use my ID. I have to buzz it like this. So the first thing I do when I get in is I put my shoes to the side. I don't like wearing shoes inside the house. And I take the train every day to and from school, so I don't like to bring in that dirty CTA stuff. So I put my shoes down here. I used to have a welcome mat, but my old roommate took that because she bought it, so I probably won't buy another one. I think it's fine the way it is. When you first come in, you are greeted by this big closet. And you go inside, you see this big black suitcase. And then we also have this fan in here and this blue suitcase. This is the beginning of the hallway. You just walk away from here and then you just turn and you see all of this. This hallway is separated into 2 sides. So the first side, on the right side, is gonna be bathrooms, and then the left side is gonna be rooms. There's 2 sides right here. The first sides are gonna be for my roommate, and then I'm at the very end here. We have another closet here that anybody can use. I just have another piece of luggage here, and then I just have a few shoes. This is the bathroom. Turn the light. This is the toilet. You close the door behind you. You have 2 hooks here. If you want to put your towel or shower cap, you can. I just have 1 towel here, and then my shower cap is on that other one. Not too much on the shower, y'all. I need to clean it, but it's just like a little peek. You know, just a regular shower. I just have my stuff in there. I don't use a shower caddy because it's just my own now, so I just have my soap there. This is the mirror, and I'm cutting off the very dirty part of it. I need to clean the mirror really badly. Like, if you guys see the rest of it, you guys are gonna be like, yeah, I need to get mirror cleaner. I used to use like shaving cream in high school because I went to boarding school and it used to work, but this is just gonna need some mirror cleaner. This is the sink though, very normal. These 2 double doors open out to some more storage. So down here I have Clorox, and then I also have my shaving cream, conditioner, which has like a bunch of little hairs on it, my shampoo. Then I just have some extra tissue paper or towels, I don't know. And then I have toilet rolls. Close this door. Up here is the one that I use. This is my playground. That's what I have underneath here. At the top here, again, remember, I'm trying not to show y'all much of the mirror. I have some lotion. I have 2 actually. One from Cetaphil and one from Shea Moisture. And then this is like my little DePaul cup that I got in that event. And I have my toothbrush and toothpaste in here. I have deodorant, spray, soap. Down here, this is like the other one. I have more of my stuff. So I have these lashes, which I don't usually wear because they're really like dramatic and I need to find a good time to wear them. Then I just have like this makeup organizer. I got it last year for college. Then I have my makeup bags. So whenever I go home or just like spend the night at somebody else's place, I'll put my makeup in here. That's in there. But yeah, this is basically my bathroom. That's about it. I have it all to myself now. Now we're gonna go into my bedroom. This is it. I no longer have a roommate, so this is just like the open bed. It's kind of an eyesore. I hate it, but you can't move it out because the room is supposed to house 4 people, or 2 people, I'm sorry. So I can't just remove it. So I'm thinking of getting like another gray bed sheet from Target and putting it over it because it's just an eyesore. But honestly, it's great that I have this extra space because if I want to invite anybody over, they have a bed. Underneath it, I just have a few storage items. So the first one is just this gray bin, and I can open it with one hand. All right, so in here, I just have some extra hangers. I have vines and I have Christmas lights. And I got these 2 white containers last year before freshman year started. So in this one, we just have another backpack. This is the second little drawer. It's a little heavier. This just has my nebulizer. I'm an asthmatic, y'all, so I need a nebulizer. Standing up, this here is my bed. And look, if I open the blinds, I literally have this view of the Sears Tower. And the lights tonight are actually really nice. But this is my bed. Everything here is from Target. I got the comforter from there, and then also, if you really want to know what color my bed sheets are, they're this gray. And I also have my pajamas, which usually just consists of a DePaul shirt and then these pants. And I have all of my stuffed animals. I don't care how old I get, I'm gonna sleep with stuffed animals. They just make me feel comforted. So yeah, I just sleep with all of these. I just like it. Here is more of the view from my window. I'll come to the side a bit. And then obviously you have the Sears Tower. Not gonna lie though, the walls and windows in this building are thin, like super, super thin. So I hear everything. And then I have one of these like Airwick things, but it's finished, so I have to buy more, but it makes your room smell really good. And then I have my night light because I don't like living in complete darkness. So at night, I'll unplug this lamp, which I forgot to say is from Amazon. A lot of the things that I bought will be linked down below, but I like to unplug that and then just put it here because I just like having a nightlight. I got this rug like after my freshman year of high school. And I just have some vines up here. I just like to put them on the ceiling a bit just to add some spice. Here's more of a view of just what I see from my window. Sears Tower is the tallest tower in Chicago, by the way, so having a view of the tallest building in the city from my bedroom is really nice. These are the 2 desk areas. So I first have this Babe Cave sign above the desks, and I got this from Amazon, so I'll link that. Then here, I guess I can turn this on. I have my lamp. This is like my second lamp. And then this is the desk where I usually get ready now. And I just have this mirror from last year. A lot of the stuff that I have is from last year. I just recycle it because my theme is always gonna have like some element of pink in it. But I just have all my makeup in here. Let me put the light on so you guys can see more of it in depth. That's it. Not really much to say. I barely wash my brushes or my sponges. So then I wonder why I have acne. Like, come on now, make it nicer. And then on the top, I just have this stand for brushes. So I just have my brushes, and then I have my setting spray from e.l.f. All right, just gonna wait for that to pass. I was just hoping that for a little bit it wouldn't be loud. All right, y'all, I've been trying to film this part for a while now, but the sirens were so loud. Anyways, this is the little pull-out part from my desk. I have masks here, a charger, an old lanyard. Same thing for this. We're just not going through that. On my desk, I just have my high school diploma because I like to have it as a reminder that I need to keep going, and this is not the only diploma that I want. And then we have this very special picture. So at my school, my high school, all the seniors get a senior portrait at the end of the year. They just send in a picture to the art team and they draw and color this. And then towards the end of the year, all your friends will like write notes around it. So I will keep this forever because even though I kind of did struggle in high school, it's really nice. Trash bags form a trash bin, and then detergent pods. And here is one of my favorite parts, my favorite decorations. I have my album cover wall. There's still more to add because as you guys can see, I have that open space down there. But there's just so much to add. These are all of the ones that I have. Pink Panthers, Nicki, Tame Impala, Drake, 𝐥𝐢𝐤𝐞, SZA. Also have Rihanna. Super Bowl is actually supposed to be happening right now. Whenever the halftime show comes on, that's when I'm watching it. This is the first closet. I don't have much stuff in here. Then these are just like my sweaters and stuff. This is like winter stuff, scarf, gloves, hat, and some shopping bags because in Chicago, you have to pay for plastic bags. Then I have my actual closet that's been my closet for a while. There's a lot of stuff in here, a lot of coats because it gets really cold in Chicago. Here are my bags. These two are thrifted. And then this one is a Telfar. This is my laundry bag. I prefer having a laundry bag over having like the little basket. It's like my roommate left her room. She usually leaves it open, but I'm not gonna go in there out of privacy. This is my favorite part of the apartment. So before I even like go in depth, oh my gosh, I can't speak. I'm gonna turn on my LED lights. I like to match the LED lights with the Sears Tower. And it's mainly purple, so we're gonna do purple today. Starting from the beginning, this is the fridge and freezer. It's pretty big, pretty standard. In the freezer, there's nothing. Then I also have like this little dry erase board from Target as well with the magnet. This is the fridge. It's pretty sad, but honestly, I don't usually buy in bulk, so I don't like stuff the fridge, if that makes sense. This is the dishwasher. That's all I'm gonna say. I actually hand wash my dishes, but when I want the sink to be clear and look nice, I put them in here. And this is the sink, pretty standard. This is the stove. It's an electric stove or a gas stove. I don't know, it doesn't have any fire, but if you turn it on, like that, it gets like hot or whatever. This is the microwave, pretty standard. We also have an oven, but I don't use the oven at all. And then these are just some towels that I got from Target in a set. I use them to dry my dishes or wipe the counter. It really depends. Above the microwave, we have some more storage. This is the one that I use mainly. Has on the first side my like spices and stuff. You can kind of see them in here. It's cooking oil and peanut butter, and then I have my bread up there. Down here we have the garbage. This is supposed to be recycling, but we have another recycling near the door, so I don't even use that. And I just have these 3 drawers here. Top drawer is gonna have like my cooking utensils, like spatula. I have my measuring cups. They come very handy. This drawer here is not mine. I don't use it, but I do use the 3rd one. And I just have a baking tray here from Target. And we have this side here. So up top is where I put all of my plates and utensils. Everything is in the dishwasher right now though. And then on this side is where I put my cups and like my glasses. They're both from DePaul. I just went to like free events and got them. Then on the bottom here, these are my cookwares. So I got them in a set of 12 from Target. I'll link it down below, but look at my pans. They're supposed to be non-stick. I literally don't know how to use these, and I'm definitely replacing them next year. But this is a countertop. They have 4 chairs here, 1 for each hypothetical person that lives here. This is my pride and joy. It runs from the kind of top of this kind of like half circle-ish thing. These are my LED lights. I put them on with command hooks, so they are attached to command hooks that are like stuck on the wall there, but I ran out of them for this one, so it just kind of hangs, but I don't really care. Not many people get the bay window. I live on the top floor and it's only a certain side that gets the bay window, so I just get all of this and I get to see everything. Another view of the Sears Tower from here. I feel so lucky to be able to see everything from here. I can also see the Chase building. The LED lights are kind of like blinding it right now. But yeah, I also see that white building too with the little white circle. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, these are just more apartments too. Like I'm surrounded by a bunch of apartments. This is the other side of the window. We just have like another couch here. And then you just have some more views. These are literally all apartments, guys. Then we have my TV, guys. I just got this for Christmas, so I was able to bring it for the new year. And it is nice and big. It's not like super huge, but I'm very grateful for it. And I have some 2 Target plants just kind of guarding it, I guess. This little table here is where I put my remote usually. And if you turn it on, it's a smart TV, so it's not like cable or whatever. But I have Netflix on here, Prime Video, YouTube. I usually watch Netflix or YouTube on here. But this is just more of a view of the kitchen, living room area. That is it with the tour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It kind of ended a little abruptly, so that's why I wanted to come in and do an outro. If you guys want to see more videos surrounding DePaul and my life here in Chicago, make sure to subscribe and comment down on this video what else you want to see. And then also follow me on TikTok, because literally I post videos like every day on TikTok. I'm really trying to grow that platform just as much as this one has grown. I'm thinking of doing a 5K subscriber giveaway, so tell your friends, to tell your friends, to tell their friends to subscribe. That's it for today's video though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace.